Total eclipse from the start. Another disappointing night for Britain and Bonnie as the Danes storm to Eurovision glory. Key's favourite Denmark swept to victory at last night's Eurovision Song Contest, leaving Britain's Bonnie Tyler limping in at number 19.
It was still quite a night in Malmo, though, with crazy costumes, dodgy dance routines. That was just the audience.
The 58th Eurovision Song Contest here in Malmo belonged to the Nordic countries in many ways. Denmark stormed the scoreboard with the instant catchiness of a song called Only Teardrops, which was the clear winner. Norway and Iceland collected a respectable number of points, and 5 times previous winner Sweden hosted with the assurance and self-mocking humour characteristic of a country many here are calling the spiritual home of this contest. Azerbaijan came second, Ukraine third. There seemed to be less political voting than usual. Russia, for example, gave lots of points to Belgium and to Greece. Pared-down ballads by soloists singing about the pain of love and existence generally seemed to strike the right tone for the voting audience this year. Hungary's entry was a decidedly downbeat love song. Italy's, also finishing in the top half, was about the world falling into pieces. The UK's Bonnie Tyler said herself that she gave it some welly, but her performance of Believe in Me wasn't enough to enthuse Europe's voters into placing her any higher than 19th. She did get a relatively respectable 23 points, though. Other entrants intimidated the audience into submission. Norway's singer came fourth with stage presence to fill the stadium, and she appeared to be on a sadomasochistic kick. "Kiss me," she said. "I don't care if it hurts." Denmark will take the economic pain of hosting the world's biggest non-sporting TV event next year, which is likely to move all of half an hour away over the bridge to Copenhagen. Paul Henley, BBC News.
All over for another year.
Shame. His favourite Denmark swept to victory at last night's Eurovision Song Contest, leaving Britain's Bonnie Tyler limping in at number 19, and Ireland came last.
20-year-old singer Emily de Forest, there she is. She was the clear winner over the other 25 finalists with her song Only Teardrops. That means she has won Denmark the honour of hosting the event next year. They just need to go over the bridge from Sweden, don't they? It's easy. Just pack it up.
Tyler could have some brightening up needed.
Yeah, she must be waking up this morning wondering whether it was a great idea. Disappointing evening for Britain, for Bonnie Tyler at the Eurovision last night. But, well, if you like high drama, it was still an evening to savour.
Perhaps, yes. There was a Ukrainian giant. There were bare-chested Irish drummers. There was a Romanian entry dressed as a vampire. Forget
Typical
about the
Saturday
music.
night.
Yeah, it was fantastic. The theatrics, I reckon, probably eclipsed the music a bit.
Let's talk about what happened, what we can do to improve things. Nathan Moore is here, formerly of Brother Beyond, of course, and Nathan managed our 2004 entry, James Fox. So you've kind of been there and seen it on the inside.
Yeah.
Bonnie Tyler, were you surprised that she didn't do better, or do you think this was doomed?
I wasn't surprised at all, really. I mean, I thought the idea of Bonnie was fantastic. She's loved across Europe, but the song wasn't good enough.
We can
and
hear it,
the songs
actually.
never are good enough, and it's Eurovision. That's why.
Say you don't believe in signs from up above, and you laugh at the thought of putting your faith in stuff. Like love, you never see the...
She didn't seem very confident at the beginning. I don't know if something was going on, but she seemed a bit...
When you hear that, it sounds dirgy and low and sort of just unexciting as it comes in. And I think that's Eurovision. Great songwriters would just not give their songs to this show, you know? And that's why...
We were just saying, just before we began this interview, that one of your former bandmates writes and wrote a great song. I think, was it for Will Young?
Yes.
Would he, or, you know...
No, because he wrote Leave Right Now,
yeah.
and obviously...
which was a great song.
It ended up with Will Young,
yeah.
which is a great home for it, and he won an Ivor Novello Award for that song. you wouldn't give that same song to someone entering this competition. It would just wouldn't get the same exposure. The radio would then not play the song, which is what's going to happen to Denmark.
This has gone out to millions of people around the world. I mean, in our report about this, it just said it's got a massive reach.
Back in the day when Bucks Fizz did it and they had a classic song there, yes, it was a great launch pad. Now, yes, you have this one-off moment, but unless you've got a great song to then take off from it, it's like the Denmark winner.
Well,
you'll never hear that. You honestly won't hear that on radio in the UK.
Okay,
from today
well,
onwards.
for one final time, and maybe the first time, this is the winning entry from Denmark from last night.
The sky's red tonight. We're on the edge tonight. No shooting star to guide us. Eye for an eye, why tear each other apart?
You've got panpipes, drums, and a wind machine. What more do you need?
Well, they're the drums, absolutely, and there's a lot of that there. I mean, look, I don't watch, or most of us don't watch Eurovision for the songs. We watch for the theatrics, or the cheese, or the, you know. I mean, I loved Azerbaijan. That box, I thought, wow, this is interesting. I mean, the guy was on top of the box. There was someone mirroring his moves underneath. It was just when they started to do the hand movements, I thought, oh no, they've lost me now. But it's that we watch it for. Really.
This is Azerbaijan, isn't it? It's like an episode of The Cube. But it's Go-Feel, this one. He's on top of the box at the moment.
Show the box.
I wonder whether really we'd be quite disappointed if we won. Part of the fun for the UK is kind of not liking it and being able to moan about it afterwards.
We'd be in shock.
Yeah.
We'd be on the floor. We wouldn't know what to do.
And it's expensive, and yeah.
That's it. You know, if you win, you've got to then pay for it. I mean, we can't afford it. We can't afford it.
Denmark with that.
I mean, it's interesting, Nathan. You were saying that, you know, they now do the semi-finals on the Tuesday and Thursday beforehand, don't they? And we go through to the final by default because we're one of the big payers into Eurovision. But I wonder whether the ones who get to fight for the right to be in there have got a bit more chance when it comes to the night. They've been on that stage.
That does happen because lots of people get to hear that song many times. For us, you know, it's a one-shot thing. You know, I mean, Bonnie's been out there promoting the song, and that's what you have to do. Go out there across Europe so people get to hear it. And then that way, once you hear it 2 or 3 times, you have a bit more of a chance.
Would you ever get involved in it again?
Never.
Oh,
honestly, I honestly don't think it would be. You just have a little moment, and no, there's other things I would like to do rather than that, to be honest.
Anything else?
Almost.
Good luck.
This is nice. I like it here.
Oh, careful.
It's very similar. Thank you very much indeed, Nathan.
Pleasure.
There you go, Nathan.
Have a good day.
Thanks.